169 San Diego, we got shots fired at 4:15 a at the Route 291. Sounded like an automatic firearm. 179 San Diego is coming from upstairs in the Mandalay Bay.
That is an open line with a female saying there's a shooting.
Control, that is correct. Shots fired from Mandalay Bay. There's many people down. Stage left. Just be advised.
790 arrived. I'm going to form a strike team, Mandalay Bay and the Boulevard. I need 5 officers on me. We have multiple casualties. GSW's at the medical tent. Multiple casualties.
1757.
For Mandalay Bay, it's getting a little bit more faint. 159 is coming from like the 50th or 60th floor. North of the Mandalay Bay. It's coming out a window. So there's an officer shot. Mandalay Bay northbound. I'm inside the Mandalay Bay on the 31st floor. I can hear the automatic fire coming from one floor ahead. One floor above us.
Repeat, just be advised, it is automatic fire. Fully automatic fire from an elevated position. Take cover.
Multiple GSWs to the chest, legs, femoral arteries at the medical tent. At the medical tent, 4A, off of Guile, south of Reno. 67 SE. We have multiple victims shot fired right at the medical tent. We got one shot in the head. 179 I'm in the medical tent on the east side. We're making tourniquets out of blankets, but I'm running out of blankets here.
Control 590K, I have a team of 4. We're going to make entry through the shark. We need to make a contact to the suspect, see if we can get up to him.
It's room 135 on the 32nd floor. I need to SWAT.
Control 020.
020, go ahead.
It is set on the suspect's door. I need everybody in that hallway to be aware of it and get back. We need to pop this and see if we get any type of response from this guy to see if he's in here or if he's actually moved out somewhere else.
Copy. All units on the 32nd floor. SWAT has explosive breach. Everyone in the hallway needs to move back. All units move back.
Breach.
We need to wait. We are clearing this room. We have one suspect down.
Can you confirm location of suspect down, please?
7 Victor, there's one down, 32nd floor, Mandalay Bay.
Is that room 135?
That's affirmative. One suspect down in 135, floor 32, Mandalay Bay. I have the floor.
What's up, guys? Today we're going to be talking about the shooting that occurred at Mandalay Bay in Las Vegas. But before we get into anything, to hear some words from our chief.
I want to send out, on behalf of the Miami Police Department, our heartfelt condolences for the losses and the tragic losses in Las Vegas over the weekend. And our prayers and our thoughts are with the families and the hard work that the first responders put together to mitigate that event. And I want to stress how important it is for the community to say something when they see something. Thank you.
So as you guys know, the shooting was a very tragic incident that claimed the lives of many, wounded many, and affected us all in one way or another. It was a very, very sad day, and in a way it angers me that we have to sit here and do a video addressing this topic, but unfortunately that is the world that we live in today, and we have to have awareness and bring awareness to incidents such as this one. So let's have a discussion. And then after this discussion is over, I want you guys to continue to have this discussion with your friends, with your family, with your loved ones, with your co-workers. Just continue talking about it and don't let it go away. It's important that we don't take the mindset of, oh, this could never happen to me. We need more of a mindset of, if this ever happens to me, then I will do this. So before we start the discussion, I just want to take a second and read a comment that was posted on one of our vlogs. You see, after the Pulse nightclub shooting, we did a vlog just to bring awareness of what to do if you're confronted with a situation similar. And we just gave out some tips and different strategies you can implement if you were to find it. Well, Later on, sad to say, later on throughout the year, an incident occurred in Manchester at the Ariana Grande concert. And one of our viewers, one of our subscribers, one of our 15s on the vlog wrote us this comment. And it reads, at Miami Police Department, hey guys, just thought I'd pass on my thanks for a video you did a while ago regarding the terrorist attacks. Your information you provided during that video had stayed with me, which helped me and my sister escape the terrorist attack in Manchester. Again, thank you. So just by putting out that little bit of information, we were able to help RD Gaming get out of that situation, and we felt the need that we just reiterate that message. And today I brought on a specialist to help us out here at the department. This officer, he teaches classes, courses on what to do in an active shooter situation, not to officers, but to civilians and the general public. So he's gonna meet us up now. Just give me a second so I can go get him. All right, guys, so without further ado, I wanna give a warm welcome to Officer Balbuena. He's gonna be helping out. Come here, Frankie.
Hey, Nick, how you doing?
How's everything? So I like to call him Frankie. His name is Frankie, so we're gonna call him Frankie. All right, so just a little bit about yourself before we start. How many years you've been on, and what is your current assignment?
I have been on approximately 27 years with the City of Miami Police Department, and I'm currently working under Office of Emergency Management and Homeland Security.
So give us a day-to-day on what Frankie does.
At the current time, I'm doing community outreach, which is composed of active shooter training.
Okay.
I'm doing corporations, I'm doing business, schools, basically anyone who asks for it.
Okay, so there's a way to reach out and request this information and this training?
Yes, sir. It's to the Office of Emergency Management.
Okay, so where do we go to find that?
You can call me at my office at 305-603-6178.
It's right here, guys. All right. And then what about any emails or anything like that?
They could also email at 0243@miami-police.org.
Okay, so this is for businesses, schools, what else?
Any people who are concerned or in the workplace that want active shooter, definitely available and willing.
And your training is geared towards civilians and what they should do if
God forbid they encounter an active shooter incident. It's basically training how to survive.
Okay, so cool. And now we go out to events, concerts, malls, movies. What should we be doing, or what should our mindset be? Should we be scared all the time when we go out nowadays?
Definitely not scared, but definitely alert, and definitely have situational awareness. Know your surroundings, know your environment. Try to recognize exits, entrances. God forbid it does happen, you do have a plan mentally already.
Oh, so situational awareness is the key here.
Yes, sir.
Is what you're saying. So, and this is not only for active shooters, but maybe a fire or some emergency where you got to get out. It's good to know where the exits are.
It's definitely a tool where you can use in different events of heated situations.
So, having a discussion with your family is top priority. Come up with a plan. When you get to an event or an area is situational awareness, correct?
Agree.
So now what? What is it that you guys teach if you find yourself in one of these situations?
Well, at the current time, and this is what we teach out there, it's run, hide, and fight.
So run, hide, and fight.
That is correct, Nick.
Okay, so let's talk about run.
Run is quite simple. You hear gunfire, you hear a bad thing going on, run the opposite way, and don't stop running until you're safe, or keep running.
Just keep running.
Keep running.
It's simple.
Very simple.
It's not, you don't have to be a tactical person, you don't have to have a whole lot of training. It's just you hear something bad going on, gunshots, you run the other way. You don't wait around to find out what it is.
Or put yourself in harm's way.
Okay, so what if you're not sure? What if you're not sure that it is gunshots? Do you still run?
You still run, and run for safety. Let the police out later on, find out what's going on. They're trained for that, and we'll take care of it.
So, and I can agree. It's better to run and then be able to come back and say, oh, it was nothing, versus not running and finding out that it was actually something.
Rather be safe than sorry, just run.
Just run. What's next?
Definitely hide.
Hide. So I can't run anymore. or I can't run for whatever reason. There's no exit. What do I do?
If you realize that you have no place to run, then your last option is hide. And if you do hide, try to find a location where you're not trapped. If you have the choice of a room with 2 or 3 doors, by all means, that'll be it. God forbid someone comes in, you can exit the other door. And if you're able to find a room barricaded with cabinets, computers, you name it, create that barricade. So God forbid they can't come in and they lose the intention and they keep on to the next room.
So if you what you're saying in essence, if you make it harder for them to come in, they might lose interest and continue moving on to something easier.
Exactly.
Okay, so hide. Hide is, if you can't run, if something happens, you hide. And we talked about, in the other video we done, we talk about cell phones and try to refrain from using it because it might give away a position that the bad guy's looking for you to do harm to you.
Yeah, nowadays we got these modern phones where I'm talking about the speakers are great. And the actual vibrating on the actual table, it sounds like it's multiplied by 10. Mm-hmm. So definitely, when can, put it on silent. So if the shooter passes by, they won't notice you or hear you in reference to giving out their noise with the phone.
Okay, outstanding. And Frankie, last resort.
Last resort. If imminent death or harm is present and you have no other way to survive, then you're gonna have to fight. I mean, if you're gonna fight, you're definitely gonna commit 100%. You're not gonna go halfway. And in numbers, there's safety. If there's 4 or 5 of you, you're definitely gonna work together and try to neutralize the situation.
Okay, and that is last resort.
Last resort. I mean, I don't glorify it. I'm telling you to do it. Only if your life is in danger or your family members and you're in harm's way. Last resort.
Last resort. Go for their weapon?
Go for the weapon. Try to neutralize them, knock them down. Between 4 or 5 people, it can be done.
All right.
No martial arts, no being an athlete. Believe it or not, in numbers is safety, by all means.
This is the information that we put out after the Pulse incident. And we got some comments in regards to what if I carry a firearm? Well, what do you have in suggestion to the audience that carries a firearm, finds themselves in a situation where now they have maybe their firearms exposed, they have it in their hand, and police are arriving at a scene? What do you do then?
If you're caught in a situation where there's an active shooter or any crime that you're bearing a firearm, if you know police is coming and you hear them, you're definitely gonna drop that gun. You're gonna put your hands up and you tell the officer the shooter is that way. And a lot of these criminals nowadays, they dress like us, they look like us, and they will blend like us. So by all means, go hands up, render yourself safe, and follow the orders the police officer gives you.
And it's important that you do this. It's important that you listen to the police officers' commands, because we don't know who you are. We don't know, you could be the shooter. You could be the nicest person in the world with all the great intentions. We're going into an unknown situation. All we know is that it's an active shooter. So, like Frankie says, you just listen to the commands. Don't question. Now is not the time to question, and tell them who you are. Yes, sir, no, sir. And it's important to know that during this interaction, you might have a chance of being detained.
You're definitely going to be detained. There's definitely going to be an investigation. You might be inconvenienced for a little bit, but at the end of the day, you're going to go home. It's just going to be a little time to get home.
Yeah, it's just a little inconvenience, but it's better than the alternative. So, Frankie, thanks for all the information. Thanks for coming and sharing your wealth of knowledge with the viewers. Is there anything else you want to let them know?
I definitely want to thank you for having me today.
Mm-hmm.
And definitely, if you see anybody out of the ordinary with suspicious behavior that don't belong, dressed with a coat during the summer, something that doesn't fit, definitely call 911. Find the police, let the police know. If we can prevent something, by all means.
So the old saying of see something, say something.
Yes, sir.
Stands true till today.
To today.
Also, guys, if you want to further your knowledge, and we suggest you do, we're going to link some links down below. Franklin can talk a little bit about the links and some of the information. Like, I think you said DHS.
Department of Homeland Security. There's a lot of information, a lot of videos that you can educate yourself and maybe partake with your family and hopefully educate. God forbid something happens, you're ready.
All right, well, Frankie, it sucks that we have to be here and you have to be on the vlog talking about this stuff. But again, man, much appreciated.
Definitely thank you for having me. And guys, remember situational awareness, know your environments, and be prepared.
All right.
Thank you.
Later. So guys, down below, I'm gonna put links in the description where you could find out more information. Also, on season 1, vlog 3, we did a whole vlog on active shooters. There was a training going on throughout the city, and we partaked in it, and I was actually playing a role of a victim during an active shooting situation. So if you haven't seen it, it's in season 1, vlog 3. So moving on, today is our National Night Out. I know National Night Out was last month, but we got rained out, and then it got postponed because of the hurricane, and tonight is actually the night where we're going to be going to National Night Out. So from here on out, we're going to be headed over to National Night Out, which is at the PBA in Miami. So let's go.